And now's your turn. Let's convert this fraction to a decimal number. Let's cross off the zeros. And so we now have 15 over 250. Now let's divide top and bottom by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 250 divided by 5 hurts my brain. So let's try 250 divided by 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and subtract. We drop this magic 0. 5 times what is 0? It's 0. So the answer is 50. So we have a nice simplified fraction, but we want a decimal number. So what is 3 divided by 50? Put a decimal here. 50 times what is 3 doesn't work. So we can just drop a 0. 50 times what is 30, it doesn't work. You're allowed to just put a 0 here. 50 times what is 300? It's 6. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. And of course, when you have an extra 0, you add that 0. Subtract, and there's no remainder. So indeed, we found the decimal answer. 0.06 is equivalent to 150 over 2500. Let's find 1/2 of 8% and express the answer as a fraction. In math, when you see the word of, it means multiplied. And we know how to convert 8% to a decimal number, which is 0.08, but 8% also means 8 out of 100. This is also a fraction that's equivalent to 8%. And we can almost think of this percentage symbol as the number 100, 100 as the denominator. Let's just simplify. We can divide 8 and 2 diagonally by 2, so we have 4 and 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1, so our answer now is 4 over 100. Now let's divide top and bottom by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 100 divided by 4 is 25. So this here is our final reduced fraction. What is 3/4 of 20% as a fraction? 3 over 4, of means multiplied. 20% is 2 out of 10, is an equivalent expression. We can reduce. 3 over 4 multiplied by 2 over 10 is the same thing as 1 over 5 if you divide top and bottom by 2. And we now multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3, and 4 times 5 is 20. So this here is your reduced fraction. Let's express 20% of 100 over 3 as a decimal number. Now 20% is 2 out of 10, and in math the word of means multiplied. We copy down the fraction 100 over 3, and we can simplify this. Dividing top and bottom by 10, we get 10 and 1. 2 times 10 multiplying across is 20, and 1 times 3 is 3. So we have 20 over 3. Now if you want to rewrite this as a mixed fraction, you could. What is 20 divided by 3? 3 times 6 is 18. We subtract, having a remainder of 2. So the answer is 6 and remainder over divisor, 2/3. When we're talking about 6 plus 2/3, we remember that 2/3 is special. It's a repeating decimal. It's 0.6 repeater. So here is our final answer. What is 60% of 4/5 as a decimal number? 60% is 6 out of 10. The word of in math means multiplied. We simplify. 4 becomes a 2, and the 10 becomes a 5, dividing top and bottom by 2, and we can multiply across. 6 times 2 is 12, and 5 times 5 is 25. What is 12 divided by 25? Put a decimal here. 25 does not fit into 12, so we'll write 0 here. Drop a 0 here. Does 25 fit into 120? We know that 25 times 4 is 100. When we subtract, we get 20. We drop a 0 here, and the question is 25 times what is 200? Let's try 8. 25 times 4 is 100, so we double that. 25 times 8 is 200. Subtracting, there is no remainder. So we found this decimal number exactly.